there have been some genuine seasons of fear and anxiety in my life. There have been times in my life when literally the storm surge hit and I just was overwhelmed. I'll be honest. Like, I could still remember there was one day I got hit with just a lot of attacks and canceled, and fear and anxiety hit me, and I got in the car, and I'll just share with you guys because we got nothing else to do, but I got in the car and I started driving and I realized I need to go home because I can't drive. I was so disoriented and my anxiety was so high that my depth perception was off, and physically the anxiety was such I couldn't drive. I'll never forget, there was a day I got some of the worst news in my life, and my phone was blowing up, and I was getting attacked and canceled, and I thought my life was over, and I didn't know what was going to happen to my family, and it felt like a complete and total tsunami. And I went outside. It's not my notes, I know why I'm telling you guys this, but I didn't want my kids to overhear their dad on the phone. We were on vacation. I didn't want them to overhear this horrifying conversation that I was having about our future and present as a family. So I went out to our vehicle, and it was hot out. It was summertime. It was like 100 degrees, and I sat in the car, and I put it on speakerphone, and I had the conversation, and then I hung up the phone, and I sat in the car. And then I got up out of the car and I was dripping in sweat. And I walked from the car into the house, and our kids were there, and they all had their swimsuits on because we were at the lake and it was supposed to be a lake day. And they said, "Dad, what took you so long?" I said, "What do you mean, what took me so long?" They said, "Dad, we've been waiting for over an hour." I was like, "No, I just took a call." And I looked, I said, it was a couple minute call. They're like, "Dad, we've been waiting for an hour." I sat in the car, not moving, looking at a speedometer for over an hour in shock. I just did this for an hour. Gone. Didn't even know it. When Jesus shows up and he tells them, "Don't be afraid," what he's not saying is, there's no problem. What he's saying is, there's one bigger than the problem, and he's here with you. Every one of us is going to have moments where we're gripped by fear and anxiety. Right? The storm surges, we get overwhelmed, disoriented, we get blown off course, we're exhausted, and we're trying to resolve, how do I get back to where I'm supposed to be? And for the disciples in the boat, do you see it? You just see it. It's the middle of the night. It's pitch black. We don't even know where to go. We don't even know where to start. We don't even know what to do. Here's the good news. Jesus finds you. Jesus is bigger than the storm. Jesus tells you to trust him. Jesus tells you you don't need to be afraid. Jesus overcomes the storm. Jesus brings a peace and a calm, and Jesus gets the boat to the shore.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Pastor Mark. I've been teaching the Bible for more than 3 decades and head on constant collisions with woke culture. And I would love to get you more Bible teaching. 2 things you can do. Go ahead and watch the sermon in total and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll just keep sending you Bible teaching, and we'll have a lot more fun together.